what I mean?
Yeah.
What I do is out of hard work. Okay. I do the work. I study. I try. I I I practice, and I do my. I'm devoted to the science of knowing, of the art of history, right? In all fashion of knowing. So I spent the weekend while I put myself in a bubble. I just can't handle uh, not that I really can't handle the other world. Okay. I just, I know what's going on out there. I don't need to put myself through the insanity because I know what's happening and how it works. So I rather spend my time and my energy counteracting it, right?
Quality time. Yeah.
Quality time, right.
And doing the work that, you know, good magicians do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I spend my weekend reading and working with the entire book of Hermetic Science of Transformation by Guillermo Cremes, okay? From the Universal Occultism channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sucked myself up and happy as a clam because I was in my,
Element.
Yeah.
I was in my zone. I was in my place. And I would like to
Right.
share some of my notes with you if you guys would agree.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So, and you can find that book on YouTube, okay?
Which one now? What is it? Give us the
It's called
information.
Hermetic Science of Transformation
Wait a minute. Hermetic
by
science.
Giuliano Kremez. Kremmerz.
All right. Wait a minute. Say his first name again.
Now, this wonderful man that has this channel is called Universal Occultism. Okay. This is an amazing man from Lucerstrass, the kindest, sweetest soul. I've been participating with him for years and years. I'm not going to say his name because he's very
You
private.
say, well, you're saying the name of his book is Hermetic Science of Transformation?
Hermetic Science of Transformation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah. And the last name
And
was,
what
you
it does
spelled it
is
for us.
it connects to the peri-spirit radiating nervous forces. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about the notes that I took.
Yeah.
And give you an overview of the beauty and what I would like you guys to understand with what's coming, with what's happening in the outer world. Okay.
Yeah.
The outer world is, as I was mentioning to you guys last week and maybe in the prior week, that one of the things that I am coming to conclusion with all the studies I've been doing for years and years and years
Mm-hmm.
is that the fall of consciousness never ended.
No.
You get that?
Yeah.
It never ended. It started with, the Adam and Eve.
All right.
And from one state of consciousness to another, from Gorgons to Cyclops to Greek mythology to all kinds of, to the Kabbalah, to Jesus, to the Romans, to whatever our earth has gone through. Okay. Through the time of the humanity, through the time of humanity going through, whatever occurs in the outer world has come through the mentality of the fall of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Get that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hermetic science, excuse me, Hermes,
Mm-hmm.
from the
Yeah.
beginning of the beginning.
Yeah.
So we have three parts, triangles. We're very mechanical in many ways. Our spirit, we really are body snatchers in many ways.
Yeah, we keep taking
And
a new body, yeah.
uh
Keep getting a new body.
yeah, we come here we come here often, on the
Mm.
many of us that are awakening. What I consider myself to be is an awakener. Okay, the more I study, the more I deeply get that. I've always basically understood that we're spirit in a body.
Yeah.
What I've always wanted to uncover is the meta part of it, the
Mm-hmm.
meg part of it,
Right.
and the megalithic part of it. How do we transmit part of it? I always, that's always been part of my center my entire life. So that's why after this call, I'm going back in my bubble. And I'm going to be studying the Kabbalah,
you have your meditation too at 1:00.
Oh yeah, after that, I'm going back on my, those are all parts of my bubble,
Okay. Okay. Makes
uh,
sense. Yeah.
because that's my group bubble, right? Because
Right.
we actually we're working, the group itself is a working, forerunner, that we are the last working forerunner group.
Mm-hmm.
That is, we're part of the working forerunner group because it's ending in April 2025. That group has been going on for the last 125 years.
Mm.
Oh,
And it's been aggregating and awakening slowly but surely, but it has gathered force and consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have effect in the ether. You'll get that with time. So when we're talking about peri-spirit, okay, we are the physical body, we are the spirit, but there is also the in-between peri-spirit, all right? And the peri-spirit is the reasoning. It is the first torch. It's the soul, and it is a peri-spirit, and it produces and it renders certain conditions. It actually has a light quotient. It has an effervescence in the ether. It is called volt.
Oh, both. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
It is the first word. It is volt. And it is practiced under the misunderstanding of mag.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go in the very, very old, that there's a place, I think in Taiwan or whatever, there is a pyramids that have been found with a statue of a human with all kinds of arms, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're just discovering the history of it. Actually, those were mechanical. Anyway, that's another story for another day.
I thought that was India that had the aunt
Yeah,
thing
but
with
it's
the
beyond it, like it's such a long time ago. Okay, we're not the first ones.
Oh, for sure. No.
Okay, so the practice under the understanding of mag. Now let's listen to this, okay? we are soul, spirit, and force and intelligence. Now, when we're putting M, and F, like you would say male and female or whatever, that is bullshit. Okay. The male and female is just there to confuse us, folks. Okay. This is just like to genetically kind of like bring confrontations between in humanity.
Man-made. Yep.
Okay, so
Made
M
from
and
the
F,
mind. Yeah.
M is mind and F is force.
Oh, mind and
Okay,
force. Okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't think so, but it does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So my so when you think about it, so mind represents the phenomena. Okay, hold on a second. I'm in my bubbles, but I'm back in my bubble.
Okay, we should come back.
Okay. So mine is disguised as male, and force is disguised as female in our society right now.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we want to, for us, when we study, when we get caught up in the society and just play their freaking games, let's remind ourselves we are really magnetic force in action. We're magicians.
Yeah.
We're mind in action.
Mhm.
And we can use our male energy, our mind energy with force. And whose force do we call first? Ariel. Ariel is angelus. What is an angel? It's a messenger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So way, 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 way before Jesus, way before Nero, way before all of these, avatars of force, of, repressions. Not Jesus, but Nero was, right?
Yeah.
So force is intuitive. You get that? And motion is indefinable. It depends. Force is intuitive. Motion is how you are in the moment you receive the intuition. How bright are you in that moment? You get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So M is for governing the stimulus of the idea. So M is the absolute of the idea of God is in the most mind, the wanted mind in the incarnate, and contain the human performance of loving. Without love, you destroy yourself.
Yeah. Love is everything.
Is.
So I think I spent a really good time in my bubble. Continuing. Okay, the pentagram. You are the pentagram, buds. Okay, remember we are the 5-pointed star.
All right. The 5 points. All right.
That little pocket of air that I talk about a lot.
Yeah. I go in there every morning. Yep.
Okay, so when you stand up in the morning and you put your arms out and spread your legs a little bit, you become your pentagram, and
The
you
5
can
points. Yeah.
align yourself to your own vortex. Okay. And you can call Ariel, angel of strength, angel of life, to support you. You get that?
I know she's there.
Yeah.
On my right side, my right arm.
So Ariel is when you use your personal body as your pentagram. The gods, the priesthood back then, the rabbis, all whatever they call them, the Levites back then, the novice back then, they used their body to equilibrate, to resonate.
They were aware of it, yeah.
Their awareness the content. So when you use your pentagram, you can create interference or intention.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, yeah.
When you use your body, you can create interference when you want to stop something, or you can create intention. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope you're listening.
Yes. We are. We're here. Huh?
I spent a very nice weekend. A magician is active when entering the state of mag. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Learning to relate to the unity under a watch of full proportion, the macrocosm and the microcosm,
Mm-hmm.
in human as well as in the cosmos. Realize that when you get a pain, okay, it's also aligned in your cosmos. Your universal chart, your birth chart is your cosmos. That is the truth. So whenever something is off in your cosmos, your body knows it.
Mm.
Listen to your body
Keeps yelling, but doesn't tell me
and
what it
call
wants.
on. What did you say?
I said keeps yelling, but doesn't tell me what it
Yeah,
wants.
but call on Ariel.
Call on Ariel. Okay.
Ariel.
Okay.
Ariel is your angel of strength. Ariel is the messenger. Ariel is the one that will give you the voice to which voice to attend to that tends to you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is such a significant. I mean, Ariel is about to get really busy.
Yeah. You're telling everybody about it. She's going to be calling
Ariel
on
is, you know, and when you, so a magician is active when it enters the state of mag, okay?
Mhm.
Learning to relate to the unity under a watchful proportion of the macrocosm and the microcosm in humans as well as in the cosmos. Now we are ending the fall of consciousness, people. We're moving into the end of the fall of consciousness. Because all that's going on out there, okay, will cease. All the lies, all the yuck will destroy itself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to know, remember that we come where we come from, the ones that realize that we come not from this world, but from the freedoms prior to this world. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
So interference, which we choose, is action. Intention comes from the voice, okay? Now, remember, I am the Mercury of your intellect. Mercury at this time, remember Mercury right now is very important in our lives. And Mercury in our world needs to be understood because it brings in the diamonds or the messengers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to calibrate your angels, right? Your pentagram.
Mm-hmm.
So use Mercury as I am the Mercury of my intellect. Learn these, this is what I learned over the weekend has benefited me maybe 100 years faster.
Moving your head, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
So harmony is the correct when you feel in harmony with yourself, that is, when you don't feel overwhelmed or underwhelmed, like that's not enough or that's too much, you want to be in proportion with what you can tolerate. Okay.
Okay.
It's okay to just be at tolerance so that you can ease into higher emotion. Harmony is correct proportion to the para spirit. Okay, your para spirit is in your pentagram, and imagine an inverted pentagram in the in your imaginary mind, you upside down, and
Right.
that's your alignment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you guys this fast because you stuck around with me and all this, and these notes are precious in many ways.
Yeah, I want to keep learning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so funny that Volt.
Vault, yeah. It falls right in place, yeah.
From the beginning was Volt. So know thyself. That unique chart that you have. That
Birth chart, yeah.
yeah. Know thyself. Subconscious and the unconscious is in the astral realm without light. So the darkness, your shadow, the darkness,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay, that place without light. We all have that place, that ink. I call it, I've been aware of that place without light for an enormous amount of years now, but it's not all my life that I've been aware of it. It's that place without light that is particular than I don't know how to explain it. That's why it's bizarre. It's a very particular to each individual. It's a place without light. It's like an inkwell of your own resources. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that place without light is part of your own genius. It's part of that place of freedom that was always a freedom you've always known, that is part of you, and that is not accessible in this realm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But once in a while, there's a flash of genius that comes within you that is necessary for you to have access to it. And that's where the Ariel, the messenger of your life, releases it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you call for those times in your life where you call for your angels.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Ariel, please come. Now we know who to call. Okay.
Yeah.
So being the Mercury of your intellect, and use Ariel very much. Now I know why. We're in hermetic knowledge, you have your sidereal energy, you have your spirit, and you have paraspirit, which that paraspirit is that pentagram. All right.
Okay.
That's that solar plexus, that inverted pentagram, those two lines in between, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only the projection outward belongs to the paraspirit. Only what you see outside of you is your materiality. You get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as magicians, I want you to start imagining that what we have created so far as human of no knowledge, or very little knowledge, or as human that always said, "Oh God, save me."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help, yeah.
Or I'm going to go do this, and we have a lot more control than we've ever known when you understand the rules of the universe.
Yeah.
When do you understand that before Christ, There was Buddha. Before that, there was something else. And before that, before that, there was the Greeks. Before that, there was all of the other histories until now. And before that, there was Atlantis. And before that, there was Lemuria.
Lemuria, yeah.
And before that, and before that, and before that. We come from the place of all freedom. Before Adam. You get that?
Yeah.
We come from before Adam. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's really going back. Yep.
Okay, try an exercise for a second. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Both of you. I see
Okay.
you, Renee.
Yeah, they're close. Yeah.
Close your eyes and just close your eyes and just be within yourself. And imagine that you're waking up 100 years from now. All the people that is on this planet right now, they're the people of your children's. What do you see?
And I see a puzzle. It's like a lot of different pieces.
What?
I see a puzzle with a lot of different pieces.
What does it look like, Renee?
It looks like a puzzle with a lot of different pieces.
But that's something that you can imagine. And the same for you, Betsy. I would love for us to project beautiful worlds out there. Because we can. So projection. So let's go ahead and continue my weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So disbelief is a vulgar symptom. So that's why I'm not exposing myself to the outer world anymore, because I don't want to be vulgar. Okay. Initium is in the spirit of matter. When you initiate something, it's in the spirit of the idea that you hold in the moment. Okay. Initio, initiate, initium. In the initium of the spirit of Adam, from the beginning, when you want to initiate something for you, okay? So Iris is the goddess who could fertilize and be fertilized, that could convey that priestly power that could last into the neophyte, the seed that brings the understanding of hidden things. Okay. So that's Iris. So to be able to become a good musician, a wonderful musician, is one, always live a very pure and austere life, never show nor wish to seem but be, always be good and be guided by the purest justice when doing good, Consider gluttony, lust, and the influence of the profane world as your enemy. Purify yourself after every deed and think before acting. Say only what you know is true, which you have experienced to be true. Don't give of what you don't have yet. Don't give of what you don't have yet possess. And don't wish for what you impurity prove you from prevents you from obtaining. That is a big one. Don't wish for what your impurity prevents you from obtaining. Okay, that's a big one. Speak as little as you can, and don't cast pearls before swine. And never lie to yourself. Okay. Always be an example of the world of your word and justice, and before violating the law of others, and that you don't want others to violate your law. Purify your words through silence and body through fasting, and remember that good words through thoughts and action often open the occult kingdom. Okay, so I have to turn my book around because I was not noticing that I was writing upside down. Fighting the serpent, fighting the serpent of errors. Okay. Oops.
From Andrew Jones.
Fighting the serpent of errors, to be killed by one own reason of daring, by one's own reason of daring. You must possess three things: will without desire; 2, the strength to act without ceasing; 3, the practice of not of not mocking mistakes. Okay, the practice of not mocking mistakes. He who desire is unable to will desire is an appetite of illusion, which paralyze will who mechanize becomes most perfect in the absence of the desire. If you want money to bear from the seed of good fruit, the magician must have a strength to destroy the seed, to destroy the life, to destroy the salt of the season, and the strength to count on without erasing. That doesn't make any sense right now, but I will rewrite it and send you my notes. Okay.
Okay.
So, because I have worked on this till last night late. So conception outside any blemish of human is pyrrhic words of expression and mispresence, and coincide the idea and speaks and means materials that speaks and dissolves and listen to the speech. So I guess God is telling me to not tell you anymore. Okay.
Yeah, it's enough for today. Yeah, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to call on Ariel for strength. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I want you to call on the angel of life today, because it is Monday, which is the day for the angel of life to be strengthened. Let's look at,
which one is the angel of life?
I'm going to go look. Gospel of peace here. Angel of life, enter my limbs and give strength to my old body. It's the trees, okay? Vitality. The angel of life on Monday is the trees and vitality.
The trees?
Culture. It is the angel of peace. It's the crescent moon. The peace within in the evening, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you both to understand that words are actually actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we talk hermetic, when we say vote, all right, vote is a complete intention in words, all right. Invoke is a complete word, right? It's it when we resonate something out of our throats, we say it out loud, we
Mhm.
release an intention, an invocation, or an obstruction, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we began right now, as far as we're concerned, to really pay attention to the words that we say,
Mm-hmm.
because they're becoming more and more, because self-destruction is happening in the outer world. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see egos self-destruct. It might, and it's not going to be very slow. It's going to quickly be happening. The infighting, it's just going to be ludicrous. Okay. And I don't intend to watch it and participate. It's just too painful.
Good.
Uh,
Stay away from it. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just,
You
I
have the
guess
choice. You have the choice of free will to do what you think is right.
I can't do it. And I'd rather spend my time with the angels and with the goodness of things.
Yeah. It's good.
And I think we can produce an enormous amount of wealth in goodness and sharing. And there is 144,000 of us out there. Let's do what is the math of 144,000 divided by 189? I wonder. Hold on, let me
my calculator right now.
144,000 divided by 189 equal. That's not that many.
No.
That's 761% by countries that are above reproach. That gets to go where all the freedoms are. So we got a lot of work to do.
Catch up, yeah. To catch up.
Well, the thing is, sweetie, is that what I'm gathering from all the studying is that the ones that gets to meet the spectacular place of true freedom, that where I speak of, that I imagine of, that we have access to all nature, of all planets, of all cosmos, for the knowledge and practice is available to some, and because life is eternal.
Right.
And I just want to be in the labs of it.
Okay.
I just want to go play in the knowledge of it, in the good part of it. I just don't want nothing to do with the yuck part of it.
No.
And from what I read over the weekend, some of us paid our dues.
Yeah.
And I would consider myself as having been one that paid my dues, and still am. And
you got to go out of your house at some point, and you're going to run into some of that stuff.
What, honey?
I said you got to go out of your house at some point.
My body is.
You're going to run into some of that.
But I have had I am having a fantastic life when you think about everything else. But right now, my body's healing. You know, I am,
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm healing it. I'm not well.
Right.
And, you know, I'm really not well. So I'm in my heavens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I love
That's
while I'm
important.
doing the
Yeah.
best with what I have in my physical state.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that is what is required out of anyone. And
You're right.
I'm not whining, and I'm doing well. I'm really grateful that I'm like discovering my center. You
It's
know, the
good.
world
Yeah.
it happens to be at this stage of my life, not a very pretty place.
Well, Pisces is ending, so that's
What
happening.
Annie?
Pisces is ending, so we got a lot going on.
Well, there's 40 years to go there. I'm not going to live that long.
Well, you don't
You know,
know how
what
long we'll be around.
my life is about what's after.
Right.
My life, you know, it's also what's happening to our generation, because we have a shorter lifespan in physical body than the rest of the world. Okay. And what we're leaving to those children is really disgusting.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is something that we're responsible for.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So we have I'm sorry to do, and we have some work to do on trying to make it better, or at least ask Ariel to help us do something about it.
Yeah.
You know, when it's men's law, it's something that we can ask God's law to do, the universal law to do something about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I love you to pieces. We will talk on Wednesday, and we'll do astrology on Wednesday. And,
Okay.
you know, and
Sounds
we'll look
good.
at our charts. Actually,
Okay.
why don't we look at astro.com?
Yeah.
The chart of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see what's going on with that. Right.
Let's look at, let's look at Cassandra and Mars. Man, they got a lot to say. They're opposing each other,
Oh,
right?
do they? Yeah, they're gonna
And
have.
they're in Leo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're zero close to good old Pluto, that is direct and is just having you know, going over and says, no, I'm out of Capricorn. We're not coming back for another 232 years. The heck with this pass. So he's, you know, Pluto has to adjust to the feeling of, I got to stop killing people and join people. That's another thing. You got psychosis and coming sideways here, right? Psych here, psychosis with Uranus coming sideways. And we have gold that is not too happy coming, that's squaring there. We got Lucifer that is not, and that is kind of like saying, okay, Saturn, we're going to deal with this, not make it as harsh. We got the sun here in Sagittarius, and he's having a conversation with Midas.
Oh. Okay.
We have the moon. Right now, she is at 3 degrees Libra, which is my degrees. What is your degree, Renee and Betsy?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I
My
don't have my
son is
chart
at
in front of me.
My son is 3 degree Libra, so the moon is at my son's degree, 3 degree. Okay,
Okay.
they're having a meeting.
Okay.
So that's, and let's go look at your. I don't know if I still have that. I got a few minutes.
When we talk on Wednesday, I'll bring my chart out so I could see what's
No, I'm
going
going to
on.
look at
Oh, you're gonna bring it up? Yeah. Okay.
your Betsy.
Yeah.
It says balancing needs and duty.
You don't have it on the screen, Andie.
Oh, shush. I apologize. Thank you. Betsy, balancing needs and duty. Okay.
Okay.
It's a week transient. Tonight you may feel like being alone with your thoughts and feeling, which is a good thing. Your mood is not usually bad or depressed. You just like to be calm and reflective. Good thing to be. All right. The influence feels good. It's not bad. All right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You take it easy. Very nice and easy. We're going to look at Renee Greenwood.
Yeah,
I love
what's
that name.
happening? What's happening to me?
Growth and optimism, my love.
Okay.
Valid during many months. This is a time when life seems to flow easily. Of course, your Mercury retrograde is going with you. You got all kinds of things that are going for you.
That's
You
a
know what I
good
mean?
time for me when it's retrograde. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in
You
the
got a bunch of
retrograde
sudden
section.
opportunities that are coming up for you.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're unconcerned about results. Very good.
Okay.
So I'm going to go mid-state.
Okay.
You guys be good till Wednesday. All
Yeah.
right.
Let's see you then. Take care of
Take
yourself.
good care.
Yeah. Take care, Betsy.
I love you
Talk to you
guys.
Wednesday.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take care on Wednesday.
Bye-bye.